guys. I don't know how to put this. Well, first of all, as my friend Shauna did on her DeviantArt, which is where I've heard this news, even though Star isn't really a persona, it's literally just my nickname. This seems too serious to. Point is, I'm coming to you as Sarah, which I always do, but you get the point. Anyway, I just found out from my friend Shauna, who goes by Lady K. on DeviantArt, a very, very serious, sad thing has happened. I don't know when this happened. I just found out about it, and I'm scared what it's going to do for the community it involves. Apparently, a YouTuber who goes by the name mr.anime, whose name is Trey Eric Sessler, killed his family. I'm not kidding, and I don't know how gently I can put that. There's an article, I'll leave you the link here, and it's just horrendous and sad, and according to the article, I haven't seen motivation about why, except that he's just a big gun enthusiast. And of course they mention that, he was into Japanese anime. And according to the article, he seemed to review a lot of animes that had heavy, violent tones. But the bottom line is, he's a gun enthusiast. As my friend Shauna points out, there are some things that may happen out of this. The anime community, these are her words, the anime community is about to take a huge hit and be demonized as the driving force of the tragedy. The online review community, such as reviewtopia.net, thatguywiththeglasses.com, reviewersunknown.com, screwattack.com, and many others, are going to be demonized and called out as a contributing force to this tragedy. And many tight-assed Americans, for those of us that live in the land of the free, of course, are going to demand that Japanese anime isn't allowed to air on our cable, Fios, and satellite channels any longer, and will probably vote for the first Republican candidate that promises to make it so. God knows that's all possibly going to happen. When I found this out, I literally was speechless. The kid was also obsessed with the '99 Columbine incident and apparently had said he wanted to do something or was planning to do something of a similar nature. He lived in Texas and he had a shitload of guns and he was only about 22 years old. Where I am concerned, of course, that the anime and review circles are gonna get hit for this, because I remember when Columbine happened, they all went after Marilyn Manson, because that's what the kids listened to. So it is very sadly a high possibility that the anime community, at least, let alone the reviewer community, is gonna get a hit. And I just wish I knew what I could do to help avoid that from happening. Because I don't think, when it comes to this sort of thing, those communities should get affected. You have millions and millions of anime fans. Nobody gets a gun and kills their family. I'm really just speechless about the whole incident, and I really don't know what to say except that I do not blame anime. Obviously, this kid was sick. Something was wrong with him, and the fact they're letting him have guns was the other problem. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are many of you out there that are very responsible firearmed men. You know what to do, you lock it up, you don't keep, etc., etc., etc. I'm a fan of Top Shot, that's some cool shit they do. But I don't like guns. I got nothing. I really do. I just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention and just prepare for any type of backlash that could happen. But what's even sadder is that apparently his Aunt Weta Fearson called her own nephew peculiar. When she was interviewed by the Houston Chronicle, she had said, "I'll have to admit he was quite strange, but naturally I wasn't going to tell Trey's parents that he's peculiar. There was the damn problem." She does say that his father was a very private person and never really discussed him with me at all. But your family, you know what? If your kid is fucking sulking in a corner, twisting a knife, go tell someone. This is this. Oh my! I got. Yeah, common sense is gone in the world. I mean, seriously. If anybody should get a bad backlash, it should be the state of Texas, not the anime and reviewer community, which is a community I love greatly. You know, some of my best friends are in those communities. I'm in that community, and it just pisses me off that people take the wrong thing and blame it for this action. It's not Marilyn Manson's fault the kids went crazy at Columbine. It was the kids. Either something was wrong with them mentally or something was wrong in their home life. This is... When have you ever heard an FBI psychological profiler, okay, when have you heard them say, oh, it was because of listening to this music or watching these movies or watching these types of shows that made the person do it? No, that's never what happens. You hear that it was, people mentally taking the fantasy and putting it into reality. You hear them say that these people had shit home lives, shit childhoods, all these horrible things happening to them where the person just fucking snapped or was on some type of intoxication of drugs and or alcohol to a ridiculous extreme. I have never heard somebody go, oh, it was because they listened to Marilyn Manson, they shot those people. Oh, it was because they watched these animes or these shows that they killed those people. Fuck you. And I mean that. Fuck you. So, I don't know, I guess I just needed to voice something on this. Of course, my heart goes out to the families. This is beyond a tragic thing. And I hope this doesn't get blown out and that the families can just, put those lost to rest and just, move on with their lives, because a death is never a good thing, let alone a murder. And again, for those family members, my heart does go out to you. I don't know what to say. I don't. But I guess I just needed to vent and give a concern. And, yeah, so, alright guys, for those of you in the community, just stay strong, stay proud, don't ever feel ashamed of it, just, I don't know, guys, alright, again, my sympathies to the families. I hope this all goes over quietly and smoothly. The worst I want to know is why the kid did it. Other than that, I just don't even want to hear about this anymore. So, alright guys, bye.